Y'all know nothing about this. You need to pay attention. Sit back and relax. It's time for Goodall's Country Kitchen.
All right, I'm actually on the third leg of a fish fry tour today. I'm at St. Agnes Catholic Church, Newburgh Road, but this is actually going to be the front end of a two-part video today. But we're here for the fish fry. St. Agnes is known for top quality fish fry. I've got a friend that we're meeting here, Emily Ellis and Matt Ellis and their kids. So we're going to have a really good time. But before I get going, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell. I really appreciate the support. Speaking of support, last week we crossed over 8 million views. Never thought that I'd be seeing that day. So I really appreciate all you all that have supported the channel. All right, enough of the gum flapping, lip service, jaw jacking. Let's go on in and get some fish. Here's something very unique. They have headstones of all their past priests in commemoration out here. That's pretty neat. I've never seen that at any other Catholic church before. Well, if you're wanting to know if St. Agnes is kid friendly or wanting to know if there's ever kids here playing, here you go. Hundreds of kids having a good time. Cool old vintage pictures from way back when. Mary said they look like the Shining twins. Got the cake wheel going on in here. All right, you pay out there, come up here, give them your ticket, pick your food up. Got a pretty organized operation. Here's where the bar is, you get your drinks. By the way, this is the school cafeteria. There, cod, fries, rings, pizza. Another surface noise, Brett Ralph follower. They do have the homemade tartar. I like Mary's style, she just dips it. And how was the mac and cheese, Kenzie? I got the fries and onion ring, but I got a special item that's unique that drew me here. So just be patient, bear with me. And you know, I've got to shower it in grace. Now for you all that like Hungry Pelican, you're gonna love this place because that's where their fish comes from. Hungry Pelican's good fish. Got good rye bread. Here we go. White and flaky. Toss it down with a little Guinness. These onion rings gotta be homemade. They're too ununiform.
No way, they're gross.
You what?
Yeah, they're bad.
You think they're pre-frozen bad?
Yeah. Breading's chewy.
They're good. We had those hailstorms last week. We got all these out-of-state storm chasers going door to door all over town. Don't get conned into getting your roof fixed by one of them because they'll just put a couple nails in the shingles. First thunderstorm comes along, you're going to have shingles coming off your house. All right, storm season is upon us, as you know, and you're going to be needing a good roofer. That's why I'm here today, tell you about Morley Roofing. Been in business since 1981. The owner, Kevin Morley, he stands by his work, and you will need no money down. And if you mention this ad It's a 22% discount on your out-of-pocket expense.
If your roof looks poorly, call Morley.
These are my friends Matt and Emily Ellis. Their baby Nancy, Frankie, and Rosie. Rosie's down there on the end. All right, so we're in for a special treat because Frankie is it Frankie or Dotson? Frankie is going to review one of the special desserts here tonight. All right, Frankie, let's go over here and see what they got to choose from.
They're really good desserts to have.
Oh, yeah? Which one's your favorite? Do you know? Do you see any?
I like these.
Ooh, what are those?
They are cookie cakes with icing and sprinkles. I like cookie cake. That's my favorite.
All right. Is that what you're going to choose, or are you going to look around and get something else?
I don't know. I'm probably going to get one of those. But
Okay.
I don't have
Well, go ahead. Pick one out. I'll pay for it. Do we pay you all?
Yes.
Okay. Rosie, can I sit next to you for a minute? Okay, Frankie. Can you pass me down one? Thank you. Go ahead and give it the taste test and tell me what you think.
Pretty good.
All right. Good deal. Do you want some too, or did you already have some? You already had dessert? What's that?
Has like a big
Oh, okay. You want part of this one? Okay. Man, Rosie's a good camera person. Emily, look, Rosie's filming. All right, Rosie, can you put the camera up on me while I do my taste test? All right, here we go. I got that Commodores playing in my head. When we are together, the moments I cherish. Oh yeah, I just couldn't help it. It was so good. All right. I'm giving this a 9.5. What do you give it?
A 9.5 too.
9.5? All right, you taste yours. Here, go ahead. You taste your half. Yeah. 1 out of 10, what do you give it? It's a 10? All right, there we go. 9 5s and 1 10. You can't get any better than that. All right, ladies, thank you all for helping me review the desserts. Here's the moment of truth. This is what brought me here, the shrimp creole gumbo. Oh yeah, it's got okra and plenty of shrimp. Seeing what else is in there. Rice, of course. And what is that right there? Oh, bell pepper. Oh, and chives. And let me see. Celery. Bell pepper, onion, celery. That's the Holy Trinity there. The Cajun Holy Trinity. Onion, bell pepper, celery. All right, here we go. I'm not even going to shower it with grace yet. Very tasty. I'm going to introduce y'all to Chef Kang. He's the one that came up with this recipe. He's a local chef and helps organize the fish fry here. Oh, and it's got a deep, rich broth. And then, of course, it's mixed with that good rice. Now, we're going to shower it in grace. There we go. Oh, yeah, somebody in the comment section hating the other day, saying, "Oh, why do you stir it so many times? Just once or twice and get on with it." No, this one's for you. I used to have the plate haters. I don't know where they all went. You've heard of Picasso's. This is a Rembrandt right here. You see, it don't get any better than that. Just bringing that fried goodness up straight out of the fryers. And over here is the breading table. All right. Looks like they got enough to hold off the rush for now. So we're wrapping things up. I've already eaten all the food. And I've got special guests here. I got the head honchos, Jay Kang, Jamie McKiernan, both local chefs. They're the ones that come up with all the recipes, especially that gumbo, that shrimp gumbo, out of sight. Y'all don't know nothing about that Creole gumbo. All right, Jay, you go first. Tell me about what kind of sets you all apart from everybody else as far as the Catholic fish fry tour here in town.
Yeah, I mean, we know that everyone loves fish in this town. Everyone serves fried fish, French fries. We want to do a special every week, and it was a surprise. We didn't want to announce it until the Thursday before to keep the excitement alive.
Right.
And, I don't think anyone in town is doing Cajun Creole, which is really unfortunate. So that's kind of the menu we decided upon.
Okay,
Kinda
so,
go with that.
Everybody does the fish, the fries, onion rings, hush puppies. You all got that special weekly side special. What was last week's special?
It was, what was it?
Shrimp etouffee.
And you're not allowed to tell me what next week's is. So that means you got to come out here next weekend and get it for yourself.
That's absolutely right.
Okay, Jamie, tell me, how long you all been doing this out here?
So we started actually last year doing the fish fries together. I've been running the carnival food for about 4 years, which is a 3-day event over the summer and July. Jay's been helping me out too. It's really neat that two former chefs coming together, getting to do what we were passionate about, and just helping out the community too, and giving back to the community also.
Absolutely, that's what it's all about. Reaching out, helping the community. But speaking of chefs, did you all do any local chef work here or out of town? What's y'all's background? Let's get a little bit of that.
So I'm mostly out of Chicago. I worked off Michigan Avenue at the Whitehall Hotel. We owned about 6 hotels up there, my company up there. So I oversaw the 6 hotels up there. Jay's classically trained out in New York.
Yeah, I went to Culinary Institute of America up in upstate New York. Worked Manhattan for a year. Worked Dayton, Ohio for many years, 3 or 4 years. Worked Nashville, and then moved here in Louisville.
Okay, if you're wanting to know if these chefs got the experience in the background, straight out of Chi-Town, straight out of Manhattan, y'all don't know nothing about that. All right, I really appreciate y'all's time. I appreciate
you coming out.
everything y'all do for helping the community, and appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Can I have your toy? Can I have your toy? He still got it. Uncle Bear still got the magic touch. All right, so this is the Eastern Connection we have here. Emily Ellis, wife of Matt Ellis, former star football player at Eastern and legend, Center College folklore, wide receiver, and safety. But he's too shy to get in the camera. Okay, before we go any further, what neighborhood are we in? What part of town? The Highlands? Oh, go figure. I got my Surface Noise shirt on, and we're in the Highlands. You know I got to get my hippie groove on. If you're going to San Francisco, be sure and wear some flowers in your hair. Hold the mic.
Don't you know? I'll be so mad.
You want to come to Bear?
No, don't you dare.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, little Nancy knows.
What's happening?
There you go. Tell them y'all don't know nothing about Goodall's Country Kitchen. Tell them.
Oh.
All right. Anyway, how long y'all been going to St. Agnes here?
About 13 years. Dottie was baptized here, so great community.
Yeah.
Great community. Obviously, some great chefs with the food.
Oh, heck yeah. Big time.
Just a really, really good place.
All right. Well, I just want to say, you know, of course, I don't work at Eastern anymore due to unfortunate circumstances, but this was my partner in crime at Eastern. We looked out for each other, watched each other's backs the best we could.
Yeah.
Because believe me, we needed people watching backs back in the day.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, had a great time. Good to see Emily again. And with that, y'all don't know nothing about the St. Agnes fish fry.
Hi, Nancy. The sky.
We're down here in the heart of Butchertown on Washington Street at St. Joseph's Catholic Church, established here in 1866, been going ever since. And we're here, of course, for the fish fry. And by popular demand, I have brought back the national treasure, Sam Stallings. All right, Sam, you know anything about this parish?
Now, this is one place that I really don't have any stories. I'll be mostly a critic today.
Okay, because I asked him if he ever used to run around Butchertown. He said the only place he ever went was Dewdrop Inn.
On Sunday nights, it was hot, baby.
Oh, yeah. All right, well, I'm sure he'll think of some kind of story before we get out of here, because it wouldn't be a proper review with the National Treasure if we didn't get at least one story. And real quick, Weekend Burger sent me a $100 donation yesterday, and that reminds me we got Louisville Burger Week coming up in July, and I'm going to be doing my top 10 burgers in Louisville video again, and I will be headquartered and using Weekend Burger as my studio. Also, Great Day Live, don't miss it, coming up this coming Wednesday. I'm giving my top 5 fish fries I'm going to reveal there. And if you want to go to Gulf Shores for spring break and live vicariously through me, stay tuned for a few days. We're going to be in Gulf Shores first week of April. I'll be uploading videos every day. All right, now enough of the jaw jacking. Let's go. All right, you see here, this place is packed. You don't usually see big crowds like this until dinner time, but they got it going on. Of course, we got all the extra cocktail sauce and ketchup.
Good old
always a
country
bonus.
kitchen.
All the tartar sauce.
We're critiquing you today.
And they're just running that kitchen like a fine old tuned machine back there. And got my old dentist, Dr. Joan, back there in the trenches. Dr. J pulled my first tooth. You originally come in the front entrance, you get your order paper, then you turn it in over there and you pay, and then you take it on up there to the window where the kitchen is, and they serve you up. And then you go over here and get your drink. All right, so when I was going over the list this week to see which ones I was going to go to, of course, I noticed at lunchtime they're open, so I can get more fish fries in today. This is the first of 3, even though I'm teaming this up with last week's review at St. Agnes. But this is what led me to St. Joseph's today. Rolled oyster. Can't get enough oysters. Which, by the way, when I go to Gulf Shores next week, I will gorge on raw oysters the first 3 days. Then they got the 8-ounce fillets of fish there, and the hush puppies and fries if you get the plate with the oversized, look like Klosterman's rye bread. Sam?
Hanging out both sides. Hanging out both sides.
That's a good sign when you got oversized rye bread like that and the fish is hanging out over both ends. All right, you're the guest. I'm going to let you go first, Sam. Slaw. Let me show the slaw. They got the good mayonnaise-based slaw.
I'll have to give it to my human garbage disposal now because this is all I got.
Okay. Another little item that I have not seen in any other fish fries this year, and you know that's another thing. I like unique items. Stewed tomatoes. That's an old-time Louisville country thing. Y'all don't know nothing about these stewed tomatoes. Usually comes based with bread, sugar, and of course tomatoes. As usual, I come showered in grace. If you're at a fish fry during Lent season, you can't get enough grace. I'm going to go ahead and tear this apart, and that way I'll have me a little snack after I eat my sandwich. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Saved a wretch like me. And I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of this malt vinegar on there. Do you want to fry before I put the vinegar on it? You know that little crumb snatching national treasure. He's going to get him some fries. You sure you don't want any more? I'm even going to hit the hush puppies with it. But I won't put this on the rolled oyster. Now, it's got to be slathered in tartar sauce. Y'all know I ain't fronting. All right, Sam, before I take my bite, you've already eaten, gnawed off both ends of your sandwich there. What are you thinking?
I like that batter.
The cracker meal breading. All right.
Crunchy.
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that Zesta meal, that cracker meal breading. That's a standard pretty much on all the fish fries, except for when you go to St. Augustine and Immaculate Heart of Mary, soul food fish fries. You get that cornmeal breading on the catfish and stuff. All right, enough of this jaw jacking. Here we go. White and flaky. Let's test out the slaw here. You know, Sam, he ain't gonna hold back. If he has an opportunity to be a hater, I would have changed his nickname from the National Treasure to Silky Johnson.
B on the slaw. B.
B as in boy. All right, it's hush puppy testing time. I'm gonna try it naked. It's got a little more sweetness to it than all the other ones I've had, but not too overly sweet. It's got a nice taste to it. Now I'm going to have one with their homemade tartar. Wash it down with a little diet. Now I gotta try the fries. I want to teabag them into some of this tartar sauce right there. Good steak fries. By the way, if any of y'all that watch the show, if y'all see me out anywhere, don't be scared to come up and say hello, because I always carry around a lot of these Good Old Country Kitchen buttons. And I give them away. So come on up, say hello, and let me give you a button.
Say goodbye to Pat.
Hey, Pat. Yeah.
What are you doing now?
By the way, Pat Wren, one of my old lawyers from back in what I refer to as the dark ages.
Back when I had dark hair.
Pat Wren, if you have a criminal court case, I can vouch. He's really good. Well, I can tell you this much. I think you were with me on 2 cases. I was 2-0 with Pat.
Tell him to give you the Stallings discount.
0 conviction rate with Pat Wren. All right, man.
You gotta
Good
take
seeing
care.
you.
Have a great weekend, all right?
All right, you too. All right, moving on to the stewed tomatoes. Did you ever eat stewed tomatoes, Sam? Never liked them?
Nope.
These are pretty good. I'll be honest with you. I wasn't expecting a whole lot on the stewed tomatoes because you got to put a lot of effort into making some good ones, but I am pleasantly surprised. These are really good. And I like how they're kind of chopped up more. A lot of places you go to with stewed tomatoes, you'll get like one big old peeled tomato in it, and you eat that, and then you're left with nothing but soup after that. So you're getting bites of bread and tomato in every bite.
All right, let's get to the real deal.
Grand finale. Look here, folks. Rolled oyster, big as my head, so you know it's pretty fat. Probably got it, with an oyster this size, I'm expecting probably 6 oysters in it. Good luck.
How was it?
I'm working my way up to the grand finale.
Oh, okay, cool.
Young lady, what's your name?
Rhonda Schaefer.
Rhonda Shaver. How long you been working this fish fry?
Probably about 10 years or so. I've been a lifelong member here. I'm 66, so.
You've been here 66 years then. All right.
Went to school here, got married here to that crazy guy.
Are you a Butchertown?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
We got a local, true and blue, been here 66 years. She's the one that plated my food. So make sure you get her attention when you come in here next week for the fish fry.
Enjoy.
All righty, thank you. All right. Here we go again. Well, I want to do a naked bite first. Right off the bat, I just nipped into an oyster right there. Now I'm going to dip it in their homemade cocktail sauce. Another oyster right there. Showered in grace. Another oyster, that's at least 3. Now I got to take another hit off this sandwich. Don't let Sam tell you all that cockamamie stories about it was average or B or whatever. Look at there. He did everything but lick the bottom of that bowl out on that cocktail sauce. And do you see a smidgen of fish left on this plate? No, sir.
Don't forget, he paid.
Made it taste that much better, didn't it? All right. Extra grace on it. Now, I'm going for the tartar. I like rolled oysters and tartar as much as I do the cocktail. But you know me, I like a little variety. I like to mix it up.
Is there any doubt that he has a cast iron stomach?
There's a remnant of an oyster I just bit into. At least 4. I do love these stewed tomatoes. Now, for y'all that ain't from Louisville, y'all don't know nothing about rolled oysters. You always get a bag of these oyster crackers with it. I guess you just eat the oyster crackers after you've had a bite of oyster. you chase it down with some of these crackers. I never really ate the crackers much, but here we go. Plus, you know, oyster crackers are made with lard. You can never get too much lard in your diet. 4 oysters, which 4 oysters in a rolled oyster does the job. Every blue moon I'll bite into one that has 5 or 6 in it, but 4 is good. All right, I've been getting a ton of compliments on my shirt today, and y'all might have seen it in other reviews, but I want to thank Terry Alsop, who owns Terrific Ghoulish Gifts down in Berea, Kentucky. Handmade this one and made one for my dad and gave me a second shirt. So make sure if you're going through Berea, you look it up. Terrific Ghoulish Gifts. Okay, I have the honor to have a few words here with Father Will Fredo, pastor here of St. Joseph. Father Will Fredo, how long have you been here at St. Joseph?
I've been here since 2020, so this will be 5 years.
Okay, and were you around the Louisville area before that?
I was in Edmonton, Kentucky, in a small church called Christ the Healer, and Tompkinsville, Christ the King. So I was there for 2 years before I was asked to move to Louisville.
Speaking of Tompkinsville, did you ever go to Dovey's Hamburgers?
I did not, but I did hear a lot about it.
Speaking of Dovey's Hamburgers, that video has over 525,000 views. It's my top video.
They fry,
ironically.
they deep fry everything there, right?
Oh yeah. You get it squeezed or unsqueezed. That means they'll squeeze the grease or just leave the grease in. Of course, I went for the unsquoze or whatever. Okay, so what sets St. Joseph apart as far as the fish fries? Can you think of something unique that would make everybody from around Louisville want to try out St. Joseph's fish fry?
Well, as you know, during Lent, many Catholics eat fish because we give up meat. And there's many parishes around Louisville that are doing this as well. But we are one of the few that have lunch. Most of them have dinner. And I do believe that they do have good fish, but I do strongly believe that this is the best fish in town.
It very well may be.
So we're open for lunch from 11 to 1 and dinner from 4:30 to 7. And for dinner, we just added the fish tacos and a whole tilapia plate. So,
do you have anything to do with what goes on behind here in the cooking? Did you bring any of your cooking skills?
Oh no, I'm not really good at cooking.
Okay.
I'm good at eating, but not cooking.
Well, I will say a couple unique things. First of all, as he said, they're open for lunch. They have rolled oysters, and they have stewed tomatoes and great fish.
Yes.
All right. Is there any other parting words you like to give the folks out here?
Yes, I would like to invite them to come and try again. This is the best fish in town. We have a basket of fish. We have a sandwich. We have stewed tomatoes, green beans, mac and cheese. We have desserts, everything, and beer, of course. If you want to get a bottle of beer, we have local and imported.
Okay, and I will say the ladies here and gentlemen are as nice as they can be. Makes the food taste that much better. And I'll give this place my 4F award. Family, food, fellowship, and fun.
Well, thank you for that.
All right, thank you. All right. We couldn't slide out of here without the national treasure giving you his parting words. So, Sam, what do you got to say for yourself here?
Well, I can tell you one thing. They got a lot of camaraderie here, a great crowd. These people really support this place. And I'm going to give this fish fry a B.
B's good. You know, a lot of them he'll come out and say a C minus. So B is good on the national treasure scale of fish fries.
A little history about Butchertown. Right down around the corner, there was a famous steam table at Men's Restaurant. A tremendous food. Many people from all over town patronized that place. I would meet my good friend Sammy Marilla down there. Walter best would be Tenon Bar, and we would raise hell. Fried chicken was great. Many of you remember Men's Restaurant. Just wanted to bring it up because it's right around the corner from St. Joseph. Believe me, it was one of the top spots in this town if you like steam tables.
Oh, yeah, it was great. The good chicken and dumplings. Oh, yeah. All right. So, anything else?
No, that'll do it for today. Girls, don't call unless you send a picture.
Oh, that's right. National Treasure is still single. So, yep, go ahead and write in the comment section. And with that, y'all don't know nothing about the St. Joseph's Catholic Church fish fry.
Have a great day.
Now you know the facts of why I'm on a mission. You're always welcome back to Goodall's Country Kitchen.